On the outside, McAllister, Isaac. There's Mo Salah. Again, he's on the inside. Mo Salah! Oh my goodness! Oh my God. Oh my actual days. So, guys, welcome to a Tactics Builder masterclass video, whatever you want to call it. This is not necessarily a tactic that you will use in your game. It's more so how to build tactics if you don't know how to use it. And we're going to set that up today. So starting with I picked Liverpool for the example. It doesn't really matter. I'm just showing you how the new tactics work, and we're going to create a tactic from fresh. Go through the in possession, out of possession, styles, how you should plan your tactics with what you want to do, and how it works for you. So what we can do is, of course, as per usual, you can pick your tactic style based on whatever team you're playing with and based on the players. If you're new to FM, what these thumbs up here means, based on your squad that you have, this is what your coaches, your assistant manager will recommend you to have. So I'm Liverpool, it's saying maybe we should do control possession, vertical tiki-taka, or fluid counter attack. Now, I could say, yep, I'm going to pick one of these. Let's say I picked a vertical tiki-taka. I could go there, and then what it would do, then based on that, I just selected, it would then say, here's a couple formations you can pick that, again, we recommend. Again, the thumbs up suggest what they suggest. But let's say I decide actually I don't want to do that. I want to create something from fresh. What we're going to do, you're going to select clean slate, and then again, it's not going to suggest anything. We just pick whatever you need to. So again, if I go back and say in possession, I want us to have, because I know Liverpool, I'm going to say I want to have a 4-3-3 DM in possession. And out of possession, what I want us to do ideally is we could stick with the same formation that we just have, which is the 4-3-3 DM, but I might decide I want us to go a bit more rigid a little bit. So I actually want a 4-2-2 basically. 4-4-2 or 4-2-2-2. That's how I've been planning my one. So sometimes I'll go for this one for now, and then we'll discuss it. So once you selected your formation for both in possession, out of possession, you'll get this screen. Now you can look at it in two different ways. I'm not sure why that's looking like that. I think that's a bug. But you can look at it in combined, which shows you all of those combined, in possession, out of possession, or both, as you can see. Now, if you for this video, I'll keep it in both so you can see exactly the difference between the two. But this is in possession, this is out of possession. Now, of course, let's work on the in possession tactics first. So very similar to last year. What in possession means is just means when you're on the ball, when your team is attacking, how you're supposed to be set up. So how I want it to be set up is goalkeeper. I want us to be ball playing goalkeeper. I want my right back, in this case, to bomb it up and down the field. So I'm going to keep him in that fullback role. Who's right back again? Oh yeah, that's fine. In this example, I'm not going to worry about the players. I'm just going to worry about the tactic. So then we can talk about the players in particular. On the left back side, I actually want us to have. So you can see different roles here. We've got some new roles like inside wide back, in short, which means this person here moves into this DM role. So you almost have another midfielder. Inside fullback means kind of turns into a back three. Playmaking wing back again moves into that DM role. For this example, again, I'm gonna keep this person as a wing back. Actually, I might make this a wing back as well. Actually, to get forward. So two wing backs are gonna be bombing up and down the field. Exactly what I want. Centre back wise, I'm gonna do what I always do: ball playing centre backs. I think that these are the key to any, unless you're doing some sort of like Route 1 football, these are the key to every formation. Now, go into DMs now. Now, my DM here, again, it gives you good explanation, which I do like this year. It's very clear, it tells you what happens. I like mine to be a deep line playmaker. In short, he's going to play those passes. He's going to be one to start those attacks, pinging the ball left and right to the right people. Now, this is where you want to make sure you have some balance in your team. So on the left hand side, I'm going to build. So again, talking about some of the new roles, we've got channel midfielder, as it says here, looks to make supporting runs into areas which are linking up the wide attackers. In short, see this little gap here? He will make those runs in between here to ensure that this midfielder here, or if he was on this side, this wide midfielder here gets the ball, making runs, etc. For this example though, I think I'm going to do advanced playmaker. Again, finds a space between the lines, what you're attacking midfield, what you want them to do in terms of getting into this role here and ensuring the right decisions are made. Now, looking at this, sometimes I might decide to do this instead. But just for the example, I'm going to keep that DM. I think I had him on deep line playmaker, yeah. In this role here, again, I already have advanced playmaker. So I might, for example, just have a channel midfielder, just so we have different roles. I'll go to the striker first. Striker, I can't lie to you, usually I just do poacher because they sit on the last defender. They're always looking to make the run. That's what I want my striker to be, a poacher, plays on the last defender. But if you have more of a striker that likes to run a lot, channel forward. So as you said, high energy role, consistently looking to run in behind, so it makes the supporting runs. He won't always get goals though. He might make runs that makes the wide midfielders have space. So you got to bear that in mind. Same for the target forward. He might not always get goals. He might hold up the play so other players can score. Just remember that in terms of what you want. But if you just want a centre forward, just pick centre forward. For this example, I think I'm going to pick poacher. They're my two wide midfielders or my two wingers. Of course, in today's day and age, I mean, you want someone cutting in it. So inside forward or inside winger is what I'd go for. I don't know what the difference is though. We can aim to drift inside. Okay, yeah, and then open up space for half. Okay, so this one basically in short. No, they're both very similar, but this one's more creative. This one's more a goal threat from what I'm understanding. So I'm gonna go for inside forward because this is where Mo Salah is gonna play. In this example, and I'll show you one game to show you the tactic working. And then on this side, maybe we want more of a creative threat. So I'm going to do a playmaking winger just to show you how that works. Now that's the in possession. Now out of possession. As you can see, very different. So again, we'll start from bottom to top. So I want my goalkeeper. Again, I want him to be super keeper. It means he comes off his line. So the ball comes over the top. I want him to come at his box and get that ball for me. Fullbacks. Now, obviously on the attack, these guys are bombing it up and down the field. Now on the defense, I actually still want them to do that. I want them to press high up the field for me because the goal is for me in this tactic to win the ball as high up the field as possible. Then two centre backs, really and truly, again, same thing. You could have, in this case, they both step out, meaning if the ball comes in, you know, that you see here, look, this example, they step out to that attacker, wherever that attacker goes, they stepping out, or you might want one to cover if you have someone with pace. That's what I want. So what I'm going to do is, in this case, I want, I guess in this case it would be Kanate to cover, and I want Van Dijk to step out because I think he's better at that. I don't want him to move into that centre back role. No, I want him to move. Oh, sorry, wrong one. This one, into this one. So he's gonna step out. So that's the centre. That's the back four done. Back four and the keeper done. Now defensive midfielders. Now as you can see, so this defensive midfielder here, he will just jump into this slot here, and one of these here will slide in here. Now what I'm gonna do is I want you to be more pressing. Again, does what it says on the tin. As a presser, he's gonna basically step up into midfield, try and win the ball high up. I want who's ever in this DM role here to just hold position. So in this case, a screening defensive midfielder. He's just gonna do what he was doing before, hold that spot here for me. Now the two wide midfielders, what they're gonna do is, you can see they're gonna drop. So they were in these winger spots, they're going to drop for me here. Now, because I know the players, I can make the right decision. So, because for example, I got Mo Salah in this right wing, yeah? I know defensively he has not got the stats. So I might have to say, no, just stay high. Just stay high for me. Don't come back. Don't come back. You know? So in short, whoever this right back is, I need to ensure that they've got the ability to basically handle one-on-ones, basically. They're going to be one-on-one. Because I'm telling this wide midfielder, do not track back. That's what that means. But then on the other side, I'm going to say, do you know what? I want you to track back. I can't have two wingers not tracking back, like a Neymar and Messi type thing. We don't want that. That's crazy. Yeah. So that's what's going to happen here. Then what's going to happen is, because the reason why I like to have the two strikers, like basically someone going back into striker or having two strikers, is just for the press. So now we have two strikers pressing. So I'm going to say, I want whoever the main striker was, so I'll just say this side, I want you to stay high for that counter-attack football. You know, I want you to stay up the field. Then I want the other person who's moving into that striker role to track back for me. Now, this just helps in terms of making sure we can press when we need to press and, you know, counter when we need to counter. So that's how the in and out of possession is going to work. Now, if I pick the squad, and I'll show you what that is. So if you pick the squad, Liverpool, so we're going to say in goal, obviously we're going to have Alisson. He's fine in that role. If I do right back, we're going to do Jeremy Frimpong. We'll just do that in this example. If we do left back, I'll do Robertson. I think Robertson's probably still better than KingApex. I'm not even a Liverpool fan, but that's just my opinion. Next, we'll do the DM role. If I just do it in possession for now, it's just easier this way. DM role, we're gonna do Gravenberch probably. He can probably play in one of these other roles, but I'm just gonna play him here. Or I'll play. Okay, we'll play McAllister. I know he's injured, but just again, I'm just showing you how you're building out your tactics in FM. Now, in this role here, I'm gonna play Florian Wirtz in this channel. Because again, if you remember what he said, channel midfielders, so they look to make supporting runs in wide areas, often linking up the team's wide attackers. So again, we know he can play here, obviously, but the goal right now is just to play him here. I'm not saying the personnel is the right fit for this formation, for this tactic. I'm just showing you how how he's supposed to use his new tactic builder. Next to him is going to be in this example. I guess we'll just go for you again. Technically I should be playing Dominic. I should be playing Brian Gravenberch, but I'll just leave it at this. Now on the left hand side, we're gonna play where's Cody Gakpo? Yeah, we're gonna play Cody Gakpo in that role. And then on the right hand side, again, of course, Mo Salah. And up top in the final role, we're gonna play Isak. Again, Isak, I could put him in any of these other roles, like channel forward means he's making those runs, but I'm going to keep the poacher as his tactic. Out of possession, as you can see, now this is good because this is working exactly how I want it to work. So you can see out of possession, I could leave it like this and it'll be fine. But you can see here, it's going to say there's too much distance between the in possession and out of possession roles. What does this mean? It means in possession, I'm saying he's playing here. Out of possession, I'm saying he's attacking, he's here. So what does it mean? It means that there's just I didn't pick the centre backs. Oh, my bad. Centre backs, of course, Van Dijk. Oopsie, flip. Can we go back? Van Dijk and then Konate. Yeah, so going back to this, it's saying there's a mismatch in possession. We're saying he's here. Out of possession, he's gonna sprint from all the way over here, all the way up front. It just don't make no sense. But this is really key. If you don't know this and you're making a tactic, you're thinking, oh yeah, I want him to be the guy that goes here. It just don't make no sense. So this is how you make your changes. So what I would do, I'd probably put Wirtz here, McAllister here. And you see all of a sudden now it's not saying there's that problem. Wait, why is it still saying this? No, okay, it hasn't updated, obviously. There we go, yeah. As you can see now, there's no problem because the jump from Wirtz from centre midfield to attack is fine. I might decide actually I want Wirtz to go into like this role here, and that actually makes probably more sense. Like from a defensive point of view, I might decide actually I want you to track back, but you still be that attacking midfielder for me. But as soon as we get onto ball, come into this, you know, this 3-man midfield for me. You know, so now we've got the midfield kind of covered in all shapes and sizes, really. And obviously you pick your subs as normal. That's no problem. Now, go into those team instructions. Now this is again key, a bit different to what we're used to. So now you can select different phases. So if I select in possession, that final phase, I want certain things to happen. So for example, I could say, no, when we're on this left flank, yeah, I want us to be a bit encourage dribbling. I want us again work the ball in the box, and then I might just say shoot on sight. Shoot if there's a shot, shoot. And then keep the crosses balanced. So let me get to this progressive piece, progression. Now, again here, I'm gonna say, you know what, I might want overlaps down the right hand side, underlap, we can keep it balanced. I'm gonna say actually Dribbling, again, we're going to keep that, encourage, progress through. Again, I want to keep that balance, but I might say, play that down the middle. In terms of our passes, I want that midfield three to always have the ball or be on the ball, because they're my best players, really, in terms of starting that attack for me. And then passes, again, I'm going to say pass the feet. I want the ball to everybody's feet, not in space. And then that final third, which is that kind of build-up play from the goalkeeper. Again, we're going to say, in terms of if, let's say we're playing Arsenal or Man City or whoever, we know those teams press, yeah? So you've got three options. Should we play through the press? Meaning, whatever happens, keep passing through that press. Should we just knock it over the top? In short, if they're pressing, don't risk anything. Just boot it out to one of the attackers and hope they can hold up the play. For a team like Liverpool, we're going to play through that press, regardless of what happens. I have confidence in my tactics and my team's ability to play through that press. Straightforward, right? Goal kicks, again, same as last year. You can pick what you want. Again, I want Alisson to go short to a teammate. Thank you very much. Goalkeeper speed. If I want to slow it down, balance quickly, I might say, no, let's just slow it down a bit. Slow it down just a tad. Just make sure we get on the ball. Don't rush. We're going to play through the press anyway, so it doesn't matter. And then in terms of who we want the ball to go to, again, that ball playing centre-backs. So, centre-backs, simple. And that's how that works in possession. Out of possession, again, very, very similar. We'll start from the top. Pressing trap. So, if you don't know what a trap is, it basically just means how you want the team to like contain the ball or contain the players in a certain area. So trap inside means basically I'm going to make it so that the opposition is trapped within the inside. They're going to play the ball down the middle, basically. They have no way to get the ball to the wingers, which might work. On the outside, vice versa. We want them to play the ball on the wing. We have the middle secure. Whatever's easy, depending on the players or what your mentality is. If you don't know, just stick a balance to it. If you don't know, stick a balance, because that will affect how your team presses. So I'm going to say trap inside, because that's how I want us to trap. And then again, I want us to stop the goalkeeper distribution. So yeah, simple as that. Down the middle. Again, I already said we're going to trap inside, so that's going to maintain that. And then here, just like last year, same process. You want to stop the crosses, do it, invite the crosses. If you know your team has got an elite set of centre-backs that can deal with crosses, then you might say invite the crosses. I'm not sure what situation you'd want that personally, but I always say you want to stop the crosses. But that would encourage more space in the middle. So think about that. So you might just keep it unbalanced. And that is how you use the in and out of possession tactics to your benefit. Now, of course, as you can see, you still have to set your style as and when you please. But in terms of this, of course, I would have it on positive, and that's my piece done. Tactically, we're done. So on the ball, in possession, I know how we're going to play. It's great. Out of possession, that's how, again, we're going to play. It's great. No problems. It's looking good. And then again, you have your set pieces, which is as normal, penalties, all that. So what we're going to do is we're going to take a look at this tactic. I don't know how good it is because I just made it, obviously. But we'll take a look at this tactic in game and see how it goes. So I'll see you in a second. We are on game day, just to show the tactics. Only change I've made personnel-wise is Gravenberch has to come in for Dominic Szoboszlai. I'm about to butcher his name. But because he was injured, so he had to go on the bench. But that's the only difference. I just have to show you exactly how that in and out of possession tactic works, and hopefully show maybe that tactic I built is a good tactic. We'll find out. I don't know. I haven't actually used Liverpool before, and we're still learning. I think you need to have a Jose Mourinho masterclass to get the tactics perfect in this game. Anyway, so Isaac on the ball. See Mo Salah. See how he's cutting in. Referee, it's a free kick. Thank you very much. But here we go. So look, now it's going to be, see, roll it out to the centre backs again. The tactics we can see in play. Gakpo on the ball. That playmaker. Okay, that's Gakpo. What is that? McAllister winning the ball up early up the field. McAllister! Ain't got to show that. Don't show that. Don't show that. Don't show that. Don't show that. I don't know what I'm going to launch. So here we go. Corner to Crystal Palace. Good to see what happens. I've done no set plays, so I don't actually know what's going to happen here. I can make that another video if people want that. Let me know down below in the comments. If you're enjoying this kind of a video or this video has helped you out, don't forget to subscribe. It does help out the channel. Hit the like button too. It's free to do so. But here we go again. Goalkeeper going short. Again, making sure our play from the back tactics is working. Burt's on the ball. McAllister again playing for the press. You see how we're playing for the. Well, they're not really pressing, but we're playing. We played through it regardless. Gakpo gonna find Gravenberch. Nice, simple. You see, I want just simple passes. That's what I want to see, boys. Now to the right back. Yeah, yeah, yeah. Okay, Frimpong. What is that? What's that? What's that? Come on now. You just ruined that whole segment for me. Adam Walton on the ball. Uche. Menus. Oh, that's actually a great ball. I can't lie. That's actually a great ball. I can't even hate. That was he pinged that perfectly. That little dink. That's great. Yeah, doesn't matter. I don't actually care if we win or not. I'm just showing you that. But they score. That's a great goal though. Robertson to Van Dijk, Nate, Frimpong. He finds Mo Salah again, who's in the inside role. He hit that. He hit that again. Mo Salah's moving a bit. I mean, that's typical though, isn't it? So I can't really hate. And again, guys, as well, in case you didn't, it doesn't matter. We got Robertson on the ball from the corner. I mean, this is not really my tactics, but this is just to show you the results. Frimpong is going to find Robertson, Leicester. But yeah, again, if you don't know, you can see your in-person tactic here. Because I know exactly. So in possession tactic here, my out of possession, and then that's just stats. But more so, I can see exactly where my player should be on the ball, or not on the ball at all times. It's going to be a free kick. That's Frimpong. He's offside. He's definitely offside. No? Okay. Fair enough. 3-1. Again, it don't really matter. I don't care about those set plays goals. That's not what this video is about. Again, I don't know why I care. But, and then again, let's say, you know what, I don't know what we're in. We're 48 minutes in. Let's just say I want to make a substitute. Let's say I want Gakpo to come off. And I say, you know what, I want to bring on Chiesa for Gakpo. Straight away, I can see that Chiesa is good in that role. In possession, he's okay in this role. Out of possession, he's okay. Not great, but he's okay. But I say, okay, in possession, I want you to change Chiesa because you're more direct. So I want you to move to just a straight winger. Out of possession, still, I can see he's not great at staying high. So I want you to keep in that track back, just like that. So again, you know exactly how good people are or not good in certain roles. I hope this video has really helped in terms of understanding how Tactics Builder has now worked. It's very in depth now. You can really have a completely this year, like there's like thousands of different options you can have tactically, because now having the out of possession look different to in possession, it's just they've changed the game with that. I give them that. They have changed the game with this. Game changer for FM going like further in the future. But if you enjoyed it, subscribe, like the video if it's helped you out. If you have any problems, comment down below. I'm happy to help as always. But I've been your boy KingApex. Hope you've enjoyed it. Take care of yourselves.